It's a delightful Saturday here in Santa Cruz, California. And we are set for day 2 of our West Coast Major League Table Tennis weekend as the Portland Paddlers and Texas Smash square off first here inside Kaiser Permanente Arena. It is so great to have you with us as we get set for table tennis action. Both these teams had similarly disappointing starts to their first match, but Portland salvaged everything by winning the Golden Game. Texas with some unfinished business as they retake the table here this evening. And a very pleasant good evening to you with the Hall of Famer Sean O'Neill. I am Evan Lepler. It was an exhilarating day 1 here on the West Coast, Sean. Close calls, crazy comebacks, but the headlines were the Golden Games that both went 21-19, could have gone either way.
Yeah, and both players and all the intensity of both teams really came through.
And Portland won their Golden Game, which really made the Paddlers feel much better going to sleep on Friday night. The Texas Smash, they just never really got it going. They were playing from a deficit. Again, they got close in the Golden Game, but could not get over the hump. Let's take a look at the lineup we got today. We begin with experience versus youth in first singles with Kolei and Nandan Naresh. It'll be the first singles match for both of those players. Kolei just played doubles yesterday. Nandan was inactive, so he'll make his MLTT debut. As you look over the rest of the evening, what stands out on the first slate tonight?
Well, I'm really looking forward to the first match right out of the box with Kolei, the #1 ranked player in the United States, against our top junior, Nandan Naresh.
4 singles matches and the 1 doubles match in the middle. Each match will be 3 games to 11. Each game worth 1 point. 15 points available leading into the Golden Game, at which point 6 points will be up for grabs. Interested in seeing Isaac Vila's MLTT debut in 4th singles. He'll be going against Amy Wong, the talented young lady out of UCLA. Her roommate, Rachel Sung, is a member of the Portland Paddlers. She'll be playing doubles. All right, Kolei and Nandan Naresh. Let's talk about Kolei and what he has done in this sport over the course of his career.
Has clearly been the strongest player in North America for the last basically 3 years, winning 2 U.S. Opens. Originally from China, played for Ukraine, but after the war broke out, moved to the West Coast, started his own club, and has just really been a mainstay here for USA Table Tennis.
Nandan Naresh learned that he was going to be playing Kolei when he saw their names pop up on the board about an hour ago. And Nandan had kind of a look in his eyes. He wasn't quite starstruck, but something close to it. Here we go. Naresh on the early attack, sends it long. Nandan Naresh, just 16 years old. He'll be 17 in December. 1-1 as a quick exchange won by the teenager against the 35-year-old Kolei.
Very difficult serve there by Kolei. Both these players would like to stay close to the table. The big difference between the two is the forehand power of Kolei on the far side.
Let.
2-all through 4 points. Nandan Naresh from the Chicago area. What a point. Kolei shows his expertise staying in it.
And the big question for Kolei has been his ankle. He's been dealing with an ankle injury for about the last 3 to 4 weeks. Coach Christian Lilleroos put him into the lineup. He said this is a must-win. This is a very difficult team from Texas.
Coach also acknowledged that it's risky putting Kolei out there playing in his current state. Off to a good start, though. won both points on Naresh's serve, and now that's 3 in a row for the veteran Kollé, 3-time Olympian, 9 times national champ in Ukraine.
And once Kollé makes that first forehand loop, he will continue looping the ball until the point's over one way or the other. But very strong on the forehand topspin.
Kollé's cooking right now, 4 in a row. 5 straight now.
2-7.
And this can speed up on a 16-year-old really quick, can it?
Absolutely. Nandan needs to figure out a way of getting his attack going, preferably out to the wide forehand to really stress Kollé's ankle. Playing into his backhand court isn't going to really put too much pressure on him. Good try by Nandan there to go down the line. But again, a lot of topspin by Kollé.
Tremendous backhand rally, won by Kollé.
So you can see how strong Kollé is. Normally it's his forehand that's hitting winners, but he can do it on the backhand side just as easily. And the pressure,
3-10.
Nandan just serving right into the net. He needs to slow it down.
Ten, 4.
Another game point.
Net.
That'll do it for game 1.
7-4.
And Nandan
First game
Naresh will
over.
likely try and hit the reset button. Kollé in his first MLTT singles match takes it with ease.
Kollé just too strong on the serve, really mixing him up well. Using his forehand serve primarily throughout this first game. Does what we call a pendulum serve, but then he does it the reverse way, causing the spin to break away from Nandan. He has a lot of trouble keeping it into the backhand side and just dumps it into the net, trying to re-spin it the opposite direction.
Christian Lilyrose, the head coach of the Portland Paddlers. He was riding on a high after the Golden Game yesterday, seeing his team come from a 5-0 deficit, winning at 21-19. Smooth, buttery backhand right there from Kollé. Texas team coached by Jorg Bitzigayo. And look, heading into the Golden Game, they have the very same opportunity, trying to do what Portland did earlier in the night. But against the Bay Area Blasters, Texas just could not quite
0-0.
crawl totally out of the deficit, although they almost did. Game 2 with Kollé serving first. And Naresh.
Smart play by Nandan. After blocking the first attack by Kollé, able to get the counterattack going, but more importantly, going out wide to the forehand. That serve is handcuffing Nandan. Right now, he seems to have no answer for that inside-out pendulum serve. And there's the forehand by Kollé. Any slower or soft opening by Nandan is going to expect a counterattack with a lot of pace on it.
One, 2.
Big hitting from the 16-year-old Nandan Naresh.
Great job. Good balance by Nandan, not going for too much, but just moving the ball around really well. That ball has a lot more spin off of Collet's serve than Nandan is expecting.
Never a doubt there for Collet. Nandan's like, that was rude.
And one of the best places to make your attack land is right into the body of the opponent. Tough to get your paddle in place.
My novice perspective, Sean, is that we've seen players return short or long, but if you return kind of medium, that's right in the server strike zone.
Exactly. They don't have to step in for the ball or they don't have to step back. You want to force the opponent to have to do some type of footwork off of their serve in order to change the pace.
Wow, what a point. Some remarkable defense from Collet, but eventually Naresh finds a winner.
And again, credit Nandan for going wide to the forehand side. That's where Collet is going to be the most vulnerable with his ankle injury.
Two straight for Naresh, both on Collet's serve to change the flavor of this middle game here. Gonna keep it going on his serve. Yes, he can.
Excellent combination by Nandan, just really mixing it up well, but most importantly, getting the ball out to the forehand side.
Naresh gaining confidence. 4 straight to tie it up at 6.
Again, a super play to get his forehand in quickly, this time going to the body. Direct point winner. That time Collet went for the backhand serve, decided to opt out of using that forehand reverse pendulum, and paid off. Nandan knows he has to do something with that serve. He can't just put it into play with the big forehand loop of Collet.
Huge serves here for Naresh. Caught the tape. Point for the smash. Back to within 1 here. Just relentlessness from Collet.
Just once he gets on the attack, both on the backhand side and the forehand, you see moving well, getting one more forehand into play.
Game point to take a 2-0 lead for the Portland Paddlers. And on a college football Saturday, the Portland Paddlers can take a page out of the PJ Fleck motto, rowing the boat. Paddlers in front 2-zip, 11-4 and now 11-7 for Collet.
And these serves by Collet have really wreaked havoc on the Texas team. Just mixing it up, changing the spin. Nandan trying to just keep it in play, but it goes long.
Collet, 2-time U.S. Open men's singles champ. He's also won the U.S. Open in men's doubles. At his peak, he was in the top 20 in the world, ITTF rankings. consistently been among the top 50 over the past decade or so.
And always a player, especially when he's playing in Europe in the league and the tour stops there, can beat any player other than generally the Chinese, who no one really beats.
One thing about what we're seeing through a couple games today, the first doubles game he played yesterday, and he only played doubles, he was a little out of sorts, a little out of sync, didn't quite look right.
Third game.
I think
Take the serve.
fair to say right now, you wouldn't
0-0.
know that he's been plagued by anything by how he's hitting the ball today.
Right, not in doubles with needing to alternate the shots. It's tough to get that rhythm. Today you can see how formidable his game is on both the forehand and backhand sides.
Naresh wins the pummeling battle to begin game 3.
And Nandan is doing a great job when he gets into these counter looping rallies from the backcourt by not trying to overpower Collet, but just keeping the ball in play,
1-1.
keeping it away from his forehand side, which is the very smart move. In that serve, Collet has probably won about 4 points directly off of the pendulum inside reverse. Hit that 5.
1-3.
This Nandan needs to spin that ball forward versus pushing it or trying to lift it up. It's heavy side topspin.
There's a 2-decade experience gap just about between these two, and it has shown.
You can see they're playing a similar style. It's just that Collet has more spin and more speed on all of his shots, forcing Nandan just to try to keep up with the fast tempo. Once again, Collet's backhand loop, very strong, very well placed, good control.
All Collet right now. Sean, yesterday in the 30 games that we saw across the two-team matches, 19 of the 30 games, 19 of the 30 games were decided by 3 points or less. Speaks to the suspense and drama we saw yesterday, but we are en route to 3 more lopsided results, barring a crazy comeback here from the 16-year-old Naresh.
Much better opening there by Nandan. That serve came off the end of the table. Nandan spun it up, got into the rally. That ball has so much spin when Collet does the reverse pendulum. You can see Nandan just trying to figure out, how does he get so much more than I do?
4-9.
Nandan 6'1", that toss was about 7'6". Toss was about 9 feet tall. Collet with another game point to complete the sweep and get the Portland Paddlers off to a fine Saturday start. Yes, indeed.
11-4.
By the combined score of 33 to 15, Collet, a buzzsaw to begin the night.
And again, using that trademark reverse pendulum forehand serve, just able to get his attacks going with heavy topspin. Nandan unable to control it and keep it on the table.
So domination from the veteran Collet, who joins us now tableside congratulations on a tremendous match. How did the ankle feel today, and what was working for you out there?
Yeah, it's thank you for the league. There's doctor, and they fix my ankle. Feel better.
It's
Yeah.
fixed? You're good to go?
Yeah.
Certainly looked like it. You were overpowering, giving the youngster a little lesson right there, it looked like.
We have a tactic. I have to play very strong in the beginning because if I play safe, then I will be in a worse situation.
How will you be ready for the doubles coming up?
I will try my best. We have to fight for every single point. Yeah, that's it.
How does it feel to get your team off to this start, and what was it like being a part of your first ever Golden game yesterday to win the overall match?
Yeah, like, it's all about teamwork because you have to do something for the team, right? Yeah.
Great stuff. Cole, congrats. We'll see you for the Golden game in a little bit.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Cole, the three-time Olympian with 3 straight wins to put Portland in front 3-0. 11-4, 11-7, and 11-4. And we move right into our second singles match between Jonathan McDonald and David McBeth. It's a European clash here, Sean. McDonald from Sweden and McBeth from Great Britain. And these are 2 lanky, big-bodied dudes that can really hit. What do you think is going to be the difference in this one?
Both these players have great backhand attacks. You can watch them in the warm-up right now where they're just doing backhand-to-backhand counters. I think McBeth has had a little bit more international experience playing in the Commonwealth Games and the World Championships. But Jonathan McDonald, very fiery player, plays the big points well. Should be a good match.
McDonald yesterday went 1-2 in singles against Adi Serene. Won the 3rd game after losing the first 2. David McBeth had his hands full with Tao Wen-Zhang. Lost 11-5 in the first game and then went to the brink 10-10 twice and lost the golden points in both of them. So he's 0-3. McDonald to serve.
McDonald starting out with a very aggressive serve.
Strong start for the Swede. A 3-0 lead now for McDonald.
McDonald has to be careful. He does not want to lose both points on McDonald's serve and his.
I mean, McBeth needs to be careful.
Ouch.
Not the start that David was looking for.
That double bouncing. It's one thing players have to be careful when you're taking a full swing and that ball barely comes off the end of the table. You can clip your knuckles.
Ouch. Portland Paddlers on fire to start this Saturday night. And a strong retort there from David McBeth. It's his best return yet.
McBeth was really feeling the frustration on that previous point. Just beside himself. Much safer counterattack by the Texas Smash player.
Three in a row for David McBeth after falling behind 5-0. And it looks like we've got ourselves a match.
McBeth doing a much better job of getting that first attack into play, moving the ball around really well. Again, the deep serve by McDonald. Generally, both players would like to serve it short to set up their first attack. McDonald has opted for a lot of deep serves just to surprise McBeth.
How about that?
Great defensive positioning by McDonald. He stayed there to the very end, able to redirect his backhand out to an open forehand court. Again, McDonald doing just a great job of getting his attacks going in. At 9-3 is looking very solid to keep the streak alive for the Paddlers.
Some ambient music being played either in the arena or just outside the arena right now. That is bizarre. But David McBeth, after scoring 3 straight, has watched McDonald run off another 5-0 run. McDonald is not distracted at all. Game point. 11-3 as the Paddlers go up 4-zip overall.
This is exactly what Coach Lillaroos was looking for, to have McDonald come out and just put constant pressure on the experienced national team player from the UK.
And that's 44-18, the first 4 games for the Portland Paddlers if you add it all up.
Talk about momentum right now. McBeth needs to figure out how to get on the board. Here you see McDonald.
He's just 22. This is only his 2nd time competing in the United States. Played over the summer in an event in Ohio. McBeth, a little bit older, age 31, one of the top players in Great Britain.
It's just that McDonald has played all the big points extremely well. Deep serves help set up his game. See if either player makes any big adjustments, but right now it has been all McDonald.
What would you do if you were McBeth here going against McDonald?
Start attacking as much as possible, especially to the middle and on the forehand side. McDonald's backhand is really strong.
Fix a serve. 0-0.
McBeth with the service honors as we begin game 2.
1-0.
That's McDonald's bread and butter, best shot.
0-2.
And McBeth takes care of business on his serve. Very different from the way game 1 started, 5-0 the other way.
See, there's the backhand by McDonald. He would love to start every point off of his backhand side.
Two apiece. By the way, Portland. Paddlers went just 3-9 in singles matches yesterday. They've already won more singles matches today than they did the entire team match yesterday as McBeth unleashes the backhand winner to the corner. And think about that, the Paddlers got 3 points from singles and went 2-1 in doubles, and then got the 6 points in the golden game. It just changed the entire narrative for the Paddlers. Both golden games were riveting last night here in Santa Cruz. And I think everyone enjoyed it, except for Seattle Spinners coach, Luba Sadowska. She was the first one that said, I don't know how I feel about this golden game. Of course, that's because her Seattle team was up 10-5 overall. Started with a 5-0 lead and then found themselves on the wrong end 21-19 loss in the Golden game, and that created a sour feeling for the folks from Seattle.
But she did admit that it was great excitement for the spectators, so. Much smarter move by McBeth.
Next. 4-6.
Very different feel to the second game after McDonald stormed ahead in the first.
Again, that deep serve, that time going right into the middle. See the frustration on McBeth's face right afterwards. Might want to take a little half step away from the table with McDonald serving so many deep serves.
McBeth wins the point on McDonald's serve to take the 7-5 lead as he gets the serve right back.
Nice serve there, good forehand flip. McDonald played one forehand but then lifted it up just a little bit too much.
McBeth looks like a different player than from game one.
They're just beginning to find his range, find his rhythm, and he has a both stronger forehand than McDonald. He just needs to get it into play.
6-8.
8-6 with a serve going back to Jonathan. Beth went 0-3 yesterday, so he's looking for his first win in a singles match. Back to a one-point game.
McDonald just gets his backhand directly into play after the serve. Nice forehand pendulum serve. Gets the soft flip and then just adds some extra spin to the ball.
Forehand error from McDonald. McBeth with a chance to serve this one out right here. And we have reached game point. Trying to get the smash on the board. Not yet. Wins the point on McBeth's serve, sets up McDonald with a couple serves of his own to try and tie this thing at 10 and create a universe point. What a return from David McBeth to take game two, 11-8.
And McBeth finally is the right distance to attack that deep serve into the middle. And we see forehand pendulum serve, fast and deep. McBeth turns the corner, nice quick forehand loop, perfect placement for the point.
Interesting, the first half of that game, the server did a great job holding serve, and then both returning players won points throughout the back half of the game to create some variability.
And it's just getting used to your opponent's serve, figuring out where they want to go to set up their next shot. Game three should be extremely interesting. It seems the McDonald's continuing to play stronger on the backhand side. McBeth doing a little bit more balanced attack from both the forehand and backhand. Portland would love to get through this matchup with a 2-1 lead.
So would Texas.
Texas needs to get onto the board after the first singles match sweep by Kohli over Nandan Naresh.
Third game, Portland serve. 0-0.
Now here comes the rubber game between McDonald and Macbeth.
Well, that's a great combination by McDonald. 2 forehand loops in a row with one going down the line. And that's a solid start for the paddlers.
McDonald let out a roar toward his bench.
1-2.
It's getting tasty. David Macbeth with another powerful winner.
Macbeth playing at all angles. Previous point was a great cross-court winner. Now he's going down the line. Ball just clipped the top of the net.
Three in a row for Macbeth here in game 3.
Oh, that's a big mistake there by Macbeth. He had the ball right on his paddle, right where he wanted it. Easy loop out to the forehand side and just misangled it. McDonald very happy. He knows it was quite lucky.
Macbeth in front 5-3.
Switch side.
And they'll switch sides as they do midway through the 3rd game.
A little bit of the Collet serve that we saw in the first game, that reverse pendulum forehand serve. Moving it around puts a lot of pressure on the opponent with the side spin. Oh, very strong by Macbeth. Just looped on top of the serve that went half long.
Huge serve for McDonald, he knows it. What a return by David Macbeth, who has seized control here after losing the first game non-competitively.
Come on.
He's scored a really dominant run. Outscored McDonald 18-11 since the start of game 2. Timeout taken by the Portland Paddlers.
Just doing a much better job of getting his offense going, mixing up the serves, then also playing over the table with his backhand to put pressure on McDonald. Nice backhand banana flip there out to the forehand side. Using that wrist, snapping it around the ball, finding the open court on the forehand side. Back in the driver's seat for Texas.
After the second singles match, we'll see doubles. Collet and Rachel Sung for Portland. Hiromitsu Kasahara and Daryl Tsao for Texas. Neither of those pairings were a duo we saw yesterday, so it'll be a different flavor for doubles for both these teams. Yohan Revete not in the Texas lineup today, inactive. Tyrese Knight inactive for Portland after he had the game winner in the Golden game for the Paddlers. And a service error out of the timeout from McBeth.
Credit the timeout call on that one.
Would you believe Christian Lilyrose has a big grin on his face right now? But he responds from the error with a forehand smash.
And McDonald has to do a much better job out of a serve return. Just putting it over the net isn't going to get it done. He's got to either place it short or play some type of offense.
5-8.
McDonald trying to stay within striking distance. That was a big point. So is this next one. Huge difference between 8-6 and 9-5 with the serve going back the other way. But David McBeth has looked like a different player in games 2 and 3.
Just much more comfortable from the backcourt when he's attacking.
2 points away.
I think McDonald continues to surprise McBeth with that forehand. It's a little unorthodox, but it gets the job done.
More power from McBeth creates game point. One more serve from McDonald, down 10-7.
Oh, what a great recovery by McDonald. After a short serve, McBeth was able to play it deep into the backhand. McDonald still recovered and played a nice backhand back down the line.
That's 2 game points saved. McBeth with a game on his paddle. That'll do it.
11-8.
After dropping the opener 11-3, back-to-back 11-8 results for the Brit. David McBeth takes 2 out of 3 from McDonald and gets Texas 2 big points.
And McBeth just did a great job of getting his game going, putting pressure on the forehand of McDonald. Excellent play.
Okay. Double player, please come to the board.
Joined now by David McBeth. And Dave, after a first game, I'm sure you wanted to hit the reset button. What did you and your coach talk about, and how did you change it up in games 2 and 3?
Yeah, I think I got off to quite a poor start, made a few cheap mistakes in the first set. Yeah, and he kind of just said to like reset a little bit, slow the game down, actually focus a bit more on getting my serves, my receives into play rather than, letting a few points run away, which they did in the first.
Were you surprised at the number of deep serves that he delivered in the first game?
I mean, that's kind of normally the tactic. I should have been ready for that. As a tool person, I always get long serves. I was just struggling to time them. Wasn't quite getting there quick enough. And I think I started to get a few more in the end. I think second set, I won with a receive where he served long to my middle, and then I think he stopped a bit more after that.
What has it meant to you this weekend, David, to be representing Great Britain here in Major League Table Tennis in the USA?
Yeah, no, it's been cool. I mean, obviously I'm the only guy from GB, so it's kind of trying to fly the flag and represent them as best as I can. Well, I've really enjoyed it so far.
Still more work to be done. We'll let
Absolutely,
you go enjoy the
absolutely.
doubles match. We'll see you in the Golden Game in a little bit.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Congrats, David McBeth, on taking 2 out of 3 from Jonathan McDonald. From McDonald, his perspective, he has to probably feel a little disappointed after taking that first game 11-3, thinking he'll be in great position and get at least 2 points, but said he goes 1 and 2 for the second straight day in singles. And now it's time for doubles. Kole paired with Rachel Sung. Hiromitsu Kasahara paired with Daryl Tsao. And Rachel Sung rode a roller coaster in her first Major League Table Tennis match. Struggled in singles but in the Golden game is when everything changed for Rachel Sung.
It was all the start of the Golden game, coming back from the deficit spot of the other team and getting her Portland team going.
Sung went 0-3 in singles, blew that lead, lost 11-10 in that first game against Andrew Tsao yesterday. Big forehand winner from Kasahara to get this doubles match underway.
Look for Texas to try to get their forehands going into the point as fast as possible. And Collet is going to try to finish with his forehand. Rachel very good out of her backhand corner. Collet continues to just dominate off of his serve, both in singles now in doubles. Just adds a little extra spin. Players aren't adjusting to it well.
4-1 lead here for the Paddlers.
That 1-2 combination, Rachel with the deep push off the serve, getting a softer opening, and then Collet just turning on it and playing his forehand drive for the winner. See Collet giving hand signals what type of serve he wants.
5 in a row for Portland.
And that's so heavy. Collet looks like he's just doing a little bit of work, but he is really revving up the spin on the ball.
This has been remarkable stuff from Collet working with Rachel Sung. 7 consecutive points. And again, it looked like the smash were in a good position, but Sung reset the point with a lunging forehand.
There's a nice combination by the smash.
The first point for the smash in quite some time. It's 8-2.
Wrong side. 8-3. Wrong side. You serve at the first. Right, but
The umpire is saying that Collet's serve bounced on the wrong side of the line. I have a feeling the players might try to overrule, which you will see from a sportsmanship point of view happens quite often. If a player says, no, that wasn't the correct call, even if it goes against them, that can occur. Everything Collet is touching is turning straight to a point.
Well, you felt that he was the best player of all the players on all the teams coming into this weekend, yes?
Definitely in international results, in his Olympic play for the Ukraine, and in his US Open results, taking 2 titles there. It's just his ankle has been something the Portland training staff has been very aware of, and that's why he only played in the doubles in the first match yesterday.
Ankle looked good in singles against Nandan Naresh, and his movement did not hinder him at all as Collet and Rachel Sung steamroll past Kasahara and Tsao 11-4 in the opening game of the doubles match.
It looked like Rachel might have only touched the ball 5 or 6 times. Every time Collet put his paddle on the ball, it was a direct winner. Both Kasahara and Tsao, no answers for Collet's big topspin.
Your coach, Lily Rose, basically just do that again. More of the same. It's Coach Pizzigayo from Texas that needs to try and make some adjustments.
And again, in doubles, the order will change. So what worked well for Collet to play into Kasahara, now he'll be playing into Daryl Tsao. So it'll be a slightly different ball, maybe a little bit more stress on Rachel Sung in
待会
game
我
2.
们看看，待会我们看，你要我一顿饭了，那就没关系，我请你吃饭，那是我的荣幸。
5-2 lead overall now for the Portland Paddlers.
Second game, Portland serve.
So they get to 8 points and guarantee themselves a head start in the Golden Game. Of course, you need 11 points to win an individual game, and you need 11 team points to clinch the match win. And just like last game, the Texas Smash on the board first. After they took a 1-0 lead, it was then 7 straight points last game, so a much better start here. Texas scores both points on Portland's serve and now leads 3-0.
And Daryl Sow's doing a very nice job being overly aggressive when he plays the ball into Rachel Sung's backhand. And this is not uncommon in doubles where you see the order in one game not materialize in the second when they change it around. Rachel with a nice forehand flip there. If Rachel can get her offense going, it'll make it that much easier for Coley to follow up and finish the point.
5-1 lead for Kasahara and Sao. That caught the edge.
Lucky break for Portland. They're getting back into this game. This should be a good service order combination with Rachel serving and Coley playing the third ball.
Well, they played it rather conservatively. It was Rachel Sung that went on the attack and ultimately won the point.
Coley really knows when to add power or just to add heavy topspin.
How about that? There's that third shot ball you were looking for.
Just right off the bounce, using his backhand, not to keep it on the table, but to add some pace to the ball.
4 in a row for the Paddlers. They'll tie it up 5-all. Sung's warming up.
Shot by Sung, wow. How she reached out to play that forehand. They're gonna call a timeout by Texas. Gotta stop this run by Portland. Great play by Rachel Sung though.
It's 5 straight points for the team of Coley and Rachel Sung. Rachel just 19 years old, currently a student at UCLA, national champ in women's doubles earlier this year.
You can see that great reach out to the forehand to take it off the bounce. Just keeping it in play. Great placement, jamming it into Kasahara's body. You can see the exclamation of the teammates in the background.
Tyrese Knight, not active today for the Paddlers, but he is an active cheerleader from the bench.
Great team spirit yesterday, both by Jiwei Shah and of course the super performance by Tyrese Knight.
I was wondering what the team identities would be this weekend. You know, clearly the Florida Crocs on the East Coast started the chomp, and that kind of caught the event by storm and galvanized them in the Golden Games. You think the Paddlers, the Blasters, the Smash, and the Spinners, nothing quite as ferocious you can do, but it only takes one little organic idea to come up with a gimmick. Long from Lei. Snaps a 5-0 run. We're tied 6-all.
Again, Coley with the heavy underspin serve. Well, that's a beautiful spin by Rachel Sung on the backhand side.
Subtle but effective.
I would imagine Cole possibly mentioning to Rachel, try to drop shot that ball and give the Texans, there's the drop shot.
South sends it long. 9-7 lead for the Paddlers with the serve coming back.
Very
to Sung.
big points here in the overall team match.
Sung sails it wildly. 9-8.
Rachel's serve went a little bit long and high. Kazahara did a great job to play over the table and attack it directly.
Yeah, big shot from the Japanese righty. And now Kasahara takes the serve at 9-all. Remember, no win by 2. Game to 11.
Oh, and again, Daryl Sal going for just way too much on the short ball.
Let.
That ball had gone long, I can promise you that Cole would be looping it for a winner. Kazahara has to keep this serve short.
He did. First time today, Sean, we're tied 10-10. Universe point. Rachel Sung will serve. Beg your pardon, it'll be Koulé with the service honor.
This is the best setup for paddlers.
Double game point. And it's long. Much more competitive than game 1, but ultimately we arrive at the same place. A Portland Paddlers victory.
And all players just trying to keep it short, not wanting to allow the other team to make the first offensive attack. Daryl Sal finally unable to keep the ball short and low, pushes it off the end of the table for the point and the game.
Koulé now 4-1 in doubles. Of course, he was playing with Jiwei Sha yesterday, playing with Rachel Sung today. He's 2-0. One more game still ahead. For Kasahara and Sao, I mean, encouraging to be more competitive, but they also probably feel like they let that one slip out of their grasp.
And the big challenge now is the sweep ability of Portland here in the doubles to jump out to a 7-2 lead after 3 matches.
You like Jiwei Sha's chances in that singles match against Kasahara, right?
They did play in the West Coast Combine, and Jiwei Sha won that 2-1, so at least coming into the match, he should feel a little confident.
Oh, lucky winner there. Good break for the Paddlers.
Kazahara looked back at the bench asking, really, is this going to keep happening? And that was a nice drop shot there. Rachel thought the ball was going to come off the end of the table, but it was one more drop shot by Kazahara. Again, look at that. The heavy underspin serve by Cole. It's like everyone having difficulty lifting it above the net.
Kasahara is just looking to anybody for help.
I've never seen so many players miss the exact same serve.
What would you say to him if you were coaching him on how he should handle it?
Get under the ball a lot more and create your own spin. Just hitting the back of it isn't going to help lift the ball. Lucky break there for Portland. Rachel missed the backhand loop down the line, but with a 3-point lead, she can go for some more aggressive shots.
5-1.
Now you can just look at the body language.
Frustration's growing for Texas. I'll switch sides at 5-1. Very close game too, but overall 27-15.
Great teamwork by the paddlers. Both Cole and Rachel delivering forehand blows.
Wow.
If that had landed, we would both have to just stop.
The return from Kasahara had some spice to it.
Oh, what a great positional play by Rachel Sung.
You don't see that very often, do you?
That's the benefit of the righty-lefty combo. Rachel will always be comfortable in her backhand corner. Cole in his backhand corner. Oh, nice play by Daryl Sal. Strong forehand off the bounce. But still trailing by 4. And another
about
net
that?
ball.
It's still bouncing.
Portland just controlling the short game, especially off the serve in this match.
How about Cole?
That's
Ridiculous.
Just a knockout blow.
Domination from the Portland Paddlers. 11-4, 11-10, and then emphatically closing it out 11-3 for the 3-0 sweep in doubles.
Cole just showing his true level. Great blocks, great attacks, and of course his serve has just been unbeatable today.
33-17, the combined score of those 3 games, and we're joined by Cole's doubles partner, Rachel Sung. Rachel, congratulations on an impressive sweep. What was your guys' strategy coming into that match to take advantage of your respective talents?
We mostly try to keep it short and give more chance for Cole to open up first so we can be more offensive.
And can you tell me, Rachel, what you were thinking last night when you came out in the golden game and you scored all the points to get your team back into the match?
I don't know. Yeah, I just wanted to play my best, so I tried to think of it more as just a normal game.
Rachel, we've seen you now the last couple days on the table, and you don't show a ton of emotion. Are thoughts swirling in your head, or are you pretty just kind of laser focused on the next point?
There's definitely a lot of thoughts, but I try to keep calm, so that's why I try not to show emotion.
How have you become this calm?
Through many years of telling myself to be calm.
Well, it's that simple, folks. Congratulations on the sweep. 3 points for the Paddlers. We'll see you in the Golden Game in a little bit.
Thank you.
19 years old. All you have to do is just tell yourself, many years. Stay calm, Sean.
And of course, Rachel was on the team that just came back from the Pan Am Championships that got Team USA a slot and a ticket to Paris for the Olympic Games in the team event. So she'll be fighting for a chance to represent the team when USA goes there, but now they do have a slot, and it was her, Amy Wong, and Lily Jung that got the job done.
Jiwei Sha versus Hiromitsu Kasahara. As you said earlier, Sean, these two competed against one another in the West Coast Combine in mid-August. took 2 out of 3 in the combine, but Kasahara off to a great start here in the regular season.
The key for Ji-Wei Sha is going to be to play more offense. He cannot allow Kasahara to make the first attack. Sometimes it's risky to go for the first offensive attack, but Ji-Wei really needs to be thinking that way and not just keeping the ball in play, hoping for an error.
Sha gets on the board. Ji-Wei Sha, 34 years old, lives in Portland. He's the 8th pick in the draft. Tyler's had the 8th and 9th picks. The final pick of the first round and the first pick of the second round. So you could think of Sha and Ko-Lei basically as co-first round picks. Kasahara, the 3rd round pick for the Texas Smash. 34 years old, lives in Tokyo.
And that's what Kasahara likes to do. Heavy serve, get a soft return, and then just go for broke.
That caught the edge.
3,
And a big break for Sha. What are you thinking as a player when you're down 6-2? You still have time, but not a ton of time to get back in the game.
You can't have any unforced mistakes. You have to get your offense going. Hopefully you can score a couple maybe cheaper ones directly off your serve.
Like that.
Gotta stay close to the table. Cannot afford to give your opponent extra time to take a big swing.
Big hitting by both players. Kasahara wins the battle.
It's these points in the second half of the game that really add up.
(8-4) for Kasahara of the Smash.
And again, Kasahara is doing a very good job of playing that first strong forehand. Once he does, the next ball and the following ball are much easier. Ji-Wei Sha needs to get some offense going directly off his serve.
Oh, Kasahara living on the edge.
9.
Net balls and edge balls are a tough part of the game, but we saw him in both this last point. Ji-Wei Sha able to get the net ball back, but then Kasahara with the back edge. And that's a much better backhand loop there by Sha.
Kasahara did go 2-1 in singles in the Friday competition. 2 out of 3 from Tianwei.
Oh,
Zhang.
and there's an edge in the opposite direction.
It said that those plays even out over time.
Another edge.
7, 9.
I want to say that Portland has been on the receiving end of more edges going their direction throughout the entire team match.
Kasahara sets up game point with another buttery backhand.
Excellent over the table. Serve pops up when it's short. Expect players at this level to finish the point directly.
Kasahara, a long look at the table as if to say, that was peculiar. He's got the game on his paddle right here. A couple chances to close it out. (11-8) for Hiromitsu Kasahara. And Texas makes it 7-3 in the overall battle.
Again, both players just really mixing it up on the side spin, underspin serves. That time, Jiwei Sha unable to get under the ball and lift it over the net. Kasahara doing a very nice job of mixing it up.
And Kasahara's now 3-1 overall in singles. And this is the first time today that the Texas Smash take the opening game of a 3-game match.
Really feel that Coach Bitsugayo will be telling him, continue to spin that ball, keep the pressure on. Shaw's going to have to make some adjustments. He cannot just be more of a backorder, letting the ball rebound off his racket. He has to take the initiative. No more blocks and then playing defense from the backcourt. He's got to get his offense going.
I've gotten to know Jiwei Sha quite well. What do you think
Second game.
he's focused on at the outset here in game 2?
He wants to win so badly for his team, for the Paddlers. He'll do anything possible. He's such a emotional helper in the Golden Game last night, but he needs to get his offense. He's got a great backhand. Kasahara up for the challenge on that last point.
Huge eruption from the Texas Smash sideline. And a 2-0 lead for Kasahara. Of course, Jiwei Sha, originally from China, but spent a lot of time in Japan.
Coached a number of the national team players there before eventually coming to California and then moving to Oregon.
How about that? Kasahara just unrelenting power. 3-0 lead.
So the forehand by Sha was excellent. Kasahara was able to keep it down nice and low into the backhand. Sha unable to keep the sustained attack going.
What a point. Jiwei Sha has to be thinking, how do I catch a break here?
He made 3 really good forehand attacks, but Kasahara brought him back really low. Finally got him out of position on the forehand side.
Bamboozled by that serve, and it's 6-0 for Kasahara.
Kasahara just having everything go his way right now. Mixing up well.
Most consecutive points we have seen to start a game in Major League Table Tennis was 8. The double match yesterday, and the team that went up 8-0 did not win the game.
What an amazing comeback, down 10-5 in the doubles.
Tao Wen-Zhang and Adi Gadwani came back against Macbeth and Daryl Tsao.
8-1.
Well, Sha is going to have to start thinking about trying to steal the 3rd game and making sure he is not swept.
2-8.
Yeah, sweep would tighten up this match considerably.
2-9.
Game 2, it appears, belongs to the Smash. A plethora of game points here for Hiromitsu Kasahara.
10-3.
He can afford to make an error or 2, or 3, or 4. But that'll do it. 11-3 in game 2. 22-11 through the first 2 games combined. And Christian Lilly-Rose talks to his first-round pick, Jiwei Sha, about trying to bounce back here and salvage game 3.
And Jiwei started out in game 2 trying to get the attacks going, but Kazuhara had no difficulty keeping his blocks on the table and keeping the ball nice and low. So really not sure what Jiwei could do differently other than just staying closer to the table and adding a little bit more power. And Texas knows the importance of the potential sweep. Kazuhara playing so strong right now, fixing what happened in the double sweep that happened to him. He'd like to redirect that and get his own sweep.
Third game, Poland serve. 0-0.
All righty. Can Jiwei Sha turn it around, or will Kazuhara complete the sweep? Sha to serve. Jiwei had to feel pretty good about the first couple of swings on that point, but it still won't go his way.
And it's Kazuhara's just doing a great job when he's defending on the blocks. And then when he gets a weak ball, he's jumping on his forehand and footwork just that much faster than Jiwei Sha's. See Jiwei Sha going for a very aggressive backhand rip off that last serve. And more aggressive on his own serve as well. A nice deep reverse pendulum serve.
Deep serve from Sha. We're even at 3.
Generally, players will go for that when they don't have confidence that they can build the point. Trying to knock the opponent's balance off directly from the serve.
Switch here.
Switch sides, 5-2. This will be the third sweep in 4 matches. Kazuhara can close it out.
That ball just goes long, but Kazuhara had the serve return that he was looking for, short and high.
Ole took 3 straight from Nandan Naresh in the first singles match. Portland swept the doubles match as well, 3 in a row.
3-6.
And it appears to be Texas's turn here. Sha's going to have to do some damage on Kazuhara's serve.
Oh, and that's a great holding of the table. Kazuhara likes to go for it all and follow through. Off court, Sha just stayed there with the backhand block. Excellent return.
He wins both points on Kazuhara's serve to tie it up 6 apiece.
Jiwei Sha is in super focus mode right now. Even with the slightly high return, just staying with the point. Great set of blocks.
Pretty identical looking points there. Shaw take the lead. Nope.
6,
Ouch.
7.
And once again, it's all Kasahara getting his forehand into play. Painful misserved at 6-all.
Setting up the point exactly the way he wants. Kasahara closing in.
9, 6.
He lost 2 straight points on his serve, Hiromitsu Kasahara, and he responds with 4 in a row to set up sweep point.
Just a great third ball attack there.
And that'll do it. 11-8, 11-3, 11-6. Hiromitsu Kasahara. Remember the name.
Just excellent play by the Texas Smash player out of Tokyo. A lot of experience. Very strong controls, excellent serve. And he sweeps after being swept in the doubles to bring his team back within 1, within 2.
From Dominican Republic, I'll introduce him when you can see him. He's talking to Cole right now, getting all the strategy he could possibly have. What's your name? Aubrey, where are you from?
Ever since we arrived here at the Kaiser Permanente Arena, the popcorn has smelled good. Just see the big jug of popcorn over there. Maybe in between matches. Hiromitsu Kasahara joins us. Flip that mic down, Hiromitsu. Congratulations on that 3-0 sweep. It had to feel good, especially in the aftermath of the doubles. What was working for you today against Jiwei Sha?
Thank you. Today, lose doubles after focus my singles match. So I try good play.
So Jiwei spent some time in Japan. Did you ever connect with him? Have you played against him much in the past?
In Japan, no against he. But last month combine I lose he. But today I try.
What was the difference today against Jiwei?
My service little change and my receive little good.
And will you be ready for the Golden Game coming up?
Yes. So hard.
That last game that you played, you lost 2 straight points on your serve. It was tied 6-all, and then you responded by winning both points on his and then getting a 10-6. What was the key to closing out that match?
Maybe receive is his service. This one and this one very good. So look ball.
Good stuff. Hiromitsu, congratulations. We'll see you in the Golden Game in a little bit. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
By the combined score of 33-17, Kasahara sweeps Sha in our 4th and final singles match here in this clash between Portland and Texas. Features Amy Wong against Isak Vila, making his MLTT debut. Amy Wong played singles against Lily Zhang yesterday, won the first game 11-7, but dropped games 2 and 3. So she's 1 and 2 in singles. Isak Vila Ortiz from the Dominican Republic, 17 years old. Was inactive yesterday.
And look for Amy Wong in this match to stay close to the table, take the ball off the bounce. Very loose style of play, very relaxed. Isak will definitely try to keep the offense going and run around the entire court.
There's two youngsters here. Amy's the elder of the two at 20 years old.
Line.
We're going to replay that point, I believe.
And the umpire called it let instantly, just reminding the players you cannot make contact over the table off the serve.
How about that shot? A little flick of the wrist from Amy Wong to the back corner.
Amy does a great job of anticipating where the ball's going with her style of play. She loves to take it off the bounce.
3-2.
She's originally from New Jersey, but now a student at UCLA. Who's the favorite in this match, Sean?
When I was thinking about it, I would almost say it's a pick'em match. Amy plays very well against men's players. I don't know if Isak has played that much against women. And that's what Isak wants to do. Get a strong third ball attack and really nullify Amy's quick hands over the table. Amy just wants to get into fast rallies to take away Vila's power. Look at that backhand over the table.
Misspoke before, Sean. Isak's not 17, he's 27, so he's not quite that young. Still young.
He's aging with some of these loops over the table by Amy Wong. What a great backhand play. Just no hesitation going for the winner.
What a point.
Amy just covering the table so exceptionally well. Playing both down the line and cross court. Excellent ball placement. Finishes off with a beautiful forehand smash. There's the aggressive deep serve that we've seen throughout today. Vila has to make that high ball.
Sails long, and it's game point for Amy Wong.
It's been very common for Amy to go for fast attacks right off the bounce, not giving her opponent a chance to breathe.
So Isak Vila wins both points on Wong's serve, save us a couple of game points. He now has a chance to do it on his serve, get back in the game. Wong sails it wide, it's 10-9. 4 in a row for Isak Vila. And from 10-6 down, we've got one more point to decide this opening game of the 4th singles match.
Such a different feeling for the players used to playing 2 at deuce.
Instead, universe point. Clipped the net, did not catch the table, and Isak Vila comes from behind with a 5-0 flurry to close it out.
And Isak just doing everything he can to keep the attack going on the forehand. Final ball clips the top of the net, and the celebration for Portland in the background.
I'll tell you, Sean, when Amy's up 10-6, in my mind, I'm thinking, you know, if she can sweep this match 3-0, Texas would actually take a lead into the Golden game at 8-7. But just by Vila coming back, able to guarantee that Portland will have the edge heading into the Golden game. 5-zip rally to finish 11-10.
Portland definitely showing the emotional charge from last night's match with Tyrese Knight, and now today, Cole doing a great job sweeping singles and doubles, and now Isak Vila coming back 4 game points.
Second game, Portland serve. 0-0.
Vila to serve to start game 2.
And the streak continues.
6 in a row. Amy Wong with a stabilizing rally there.
Very aggressive play by Wong. Oh, great counterattack again off the bounce. Vila with the opening, and Amy counterattacked it with ease. Vila showing that he can do the same move.
Good backhand finish there.
Excellent play by the Dominican. Both players showing very strong over-the-table play, especially on the backhand side.
Amy taking her time before that last serve. For all.
Vila doing a really nice job just mixing up the heavy opening spin, trying to keep it deep to keep Amy off the bounce, get her away from the ball. Both players love to play in the middle.
No penalty for hitting the table on the service follow-through.
Nope.
Everyone perhaps jamming her finger.
Vila creating a little bit of separation here in a must-win game for Amy if she wants to take this match.
Big point for Wong, snaps the 3-0 run. Back to a 1-point game. Golden game coming up. Result very much hanging in the balance. This is a good game.
Both players using the same tactics against each other, keeping the serve nice and short, working for the first heavy spin, trying to keep it deep so it's not counterattacked off the bounce.
Amy Wong now has scored 3 in a row. Regains the lead at 7-6.
Great backhand block by Vila.
Net.
Missed it.
7-8. Net.
These are huge points right here. Both players and both teams. Oh goodness! Isak Vila would not be denied. What a point.
You saw after he lobbed it up, he actually stepped around, setting up that forehand counterattack from the backcourt. Amy fell into the trap, smashing to the backhand side. Great point by Vila.
There's the backcourt, and then there's San Jose.
7.
He was well off the table when he turned the tide there.
Again, Portland playing with just great emotion from the backcourt, regardless of the score.
Caught the edge.
10.
Amy stays alive, gets the serve back. We saw Isak come from behind last game. Can Amy reverse course here? There's a 5-0 run from Isak Vila in game 1 after trailing 10-6.
Looks like there's going to be a timeout.
Yeah, timeout called at 10-9 by Christian Lily Rose, the Portland Paddlers coach. And Amy Wong has one more serve to try and tie it. If she can win this point, the final point would go on the serve of Isak Vila.
And Amy loves to play with rhythm, so we'll see if this timeout can stall her mini comeback here. But look out, this great step around from the backcourt, full swing, hitting a ball about 30 feet from contact. Very difficult for the smasher to guess where the ball's going.
Several members of the team are warming up for the Golden game, but the owner, the coach, and the inactive Tyrese Knight enjoyed that attack very, very much.
Far left, owner Idan Levy, coach Lila Rose, and Tyrese Knight here for emotional support for Isak Vila.
We've got another universe point coming up between Isak Vila and Amy Wong. Wong has scored the last 3. Vila has this on his serve. And he wins it on his serve. Amy Wong losing 2 heartbreakers. And Portland takes a 9-5 overall lead.
What an aggressive play by Vila, opting for the deep serve into the body. Wong made the right play to loop it. He's had too much topspin and it goes off the end of the table. credit Portland for going for the aggressive serve.
Luba's going to be coaching the next match. Seattle Spinners will be playing your very own Bay Area Blasters. So raise your hand if you're from the Bay Area. All right, good.
What's the coaching point there for the future to not be cut off guard in a situation like that if you're Amy Wong?
Well, it's really, especially in these one-point games where it's 10-10, just a quick reminder, don't be too close expecting the short return, because any time that ball can just come out at you so fast and it's on top of you before you know it. You really can't do anything with it other than put it in play. Amy's used that a lot to her advantage. This time Vila turned the tables.
What a game that was. What a match this has been. Look, if you're Amy Wong, you win your first game against Lily Zhang yesterday, 11-7. But since then, she has dropped 4 straight games.
Third game, Texas serve.
Wong will serve to begin game 3. This is huge for Texas in a number of different ways. None more so for their first round pick. Gain some confidence. She's been so close, Sean.
Amy's strength is she plays every ball regardless of the score with the same intensity and relaxedness where she just swings off the bounce.
0-2.
Vila needs to keep this close if he wants to take full advantage of the sweep.
Let wait for him.
Ballboy was still getting the...
It's kind of getting the hang of getting off the court. Oh, beautiful play by Wong. Just taking that opening loop, super angle on the redirect.
Three-one. Don't worry about that. 3-1.
Slight confusion over the score. It is 3-1 in favor of Amy Wong.
Oh, great placement there by Wong. Just right down the middle, catching Vila flat-footed.
An excellent serve by Wong deep into the corner. And control of the point the whole way. And they'll switch sides with Wong in front 5-1.
Just great timing off the bounce.
Switch side. Third game, switch side.
Obviously, if Wong can win this game, the smash will begin the golden game with just a 3-point deficit. Regardless of the result, the overall match is going to come down to the golden game. Considering yesterday, both golden games were 21-19. Every game counts. The difference between a 5-0 lead and a 3-0 lead is substantial.
If you can just pad your team's points by winning the golden game, it can really help getting into the playoffs.
6-3.
Wong serving up 3.
3-7.
Heavy, heavy topspin by Vila. Wong able to contain the first one, but the second one was just too much topspin for her to get over the ball. A great backhand over the table by Wong.
Amy Wong closing in here.
Yeah, everything's really going her way right now. And the difference in the first two games, just 1 point. Now much more dominant.
Game point for Amy Wong to salvage a point here for the smash.
Let.
It's not a winner because it was a serve. It's a let. We'll do it again. Now, she had a 10-6 lead in game one, Sean. It did not end well. Different story here in game three.
Amy Wong righted the ship in this final game, got her offense going, and now we'll have to regroup and get ready for the pivotal golden game.
Our team will begin with a 3-point deficit, 9-6 overall, heading to the golden game. And look, for Amy Wong, she's a couple points away from sweeping that match.
That's the beauty of the 10-10 1 point takes it all format.
Coaches are going to chat, determining the order for the golden game, and we get a chance to chat with Amy Wong, who salvaged the point for her team. Amy, when you're down 2-0, losing a couple games by just 1 point, what's the mindset as you retake the table for game three?
I guess my coach and my teammates just encouraged me. Yeah, I was kind of losing it when I was down 0-2, but I'm glad that my teammates were supporting me, and Coach York was also supporting me at the corner. So I felt I brought back a bit of confidence going into game three.
How frustrated were you after the first two games?
Sorry?
How frustrated were you after being so close and coming up short?
Yeah, especially first game, I was a bit upset that I was leading 10-6, and then he caught up. And then second game, yeah, it was a bit frustrating, but it's okay. I'm glad I got a game.
What was the difference in the third game?
I think the third game I played more aggressively, and I tried not to kill his service and just try to put the ball on the table as much as possible.
And Amy, coming into this golden game now, you're going to be facing your roommate, Rachel. Any thoughts in this matchup?
No, I guess I'll just try my best because I've played her many times before, and yeah, she's really good, and just hopefully I play my best and get a few points for my team.
You're really good too. Looking forward to watching the golden game. Go get it. Thanks, Amy. Yeah, you can see the order. Rachel will go against Amy. It'll be Kolei and Hiromitsu Kasahara in the 2 spots. Then Jiwei Shah and David Macbeth. Jonathan McDonald will face Nandan Naresh, and Isak Vila against Daryl Tsao. So these are all matchups that we have not seen yet today. And it's going to be very interesting here, Sean.
Very difficult to pick which team is the favorite.
Only 1 point for Wong as they get to the multiple of 4. So the smash on the board. It's 3-1 here in the Golden game. Hopefully the players realize that you always win your next point after you do an interview. So you should be really
jumping at the
striving
opportunity
to do that interview. Grab the headset.
And Cole's serve has just been money today. Everyone having difficulty just getting it back on the table.
Goodness. I mean, what a day it's been for Cole. A 3-0 sweep in singles over Nandan Naresh. A 3-0 sweep in doubles over Kasahara and Sao. And a 3-0 lead in the Golden game for Cole. One more point here.
And he does the Golden sweep. Takes all 4 points. What a move by Portland to put him in the driver's seat, and he has delivered.
7-1 as
7-1.
we see Jiwei Shah and David Macbeth. Macbeth emphatically takes it for Texas.
Just a powerhouse of offense by Macbeth. Off the table, makes a backhand counterattack, then just comes in with the power forehand for the win. Macbeth doubles up. Crazy spin on these first 4 balls, being cut from below net height, but then Macbeth with the powerful forehand drive. Again, Jiwei Shah having difficulty getting into the offensive rhythm.
That's huge for Texas. And they're right back in this Golden game, courtesy of David Macbeth.
Another Golden sweep. Macbeth just playing so much stronger here in the Golden game than he did in singles.
McDonald versus Naresh.
McDonald goes for the deep serve. Naresh able to pick it up quickly, but into McDonald's very strong backhand.
Jonathan McDonald continues to vary his shots and take charge.
Oh, you cannot afford to do that in a Golden game. That's just spotting your opponent a 3-point. You only have 2 serves.
That's 3 straight Golden sweeps. Jonathan McDonald and Cole each earning big points for the Portland Paddlers.
The intensity has been upped here in the Golden game. And you can see Portland standing room only in the backcourt.
Portland was down 10-5 going into the Golden game yesterday. They overcame the 5-0 deficit.
Young Daryl Sal gets his forehand going.
Yes, he does. Daryl Sal takes 3 of the 4 points. It's a 4-point game as the roommates take the table. Rachel Sung and Amy Wong.
4 full points, 2 serves each. No hesitation by Amy Wong, just unloading on the serve.
Oh, Amy Wong with an incredibly quick reflex to win that point with a backhand. Texas is all of a sudden within 1 here.
Amy looking for a golden sweep of all 4 points.
Bragging rights belong to Amy Wong over her college roommate Rachel Sung, at least for now.
Just a great point by both players. Amy finally gets one more ball out to the wide forehand for the victory, and we are tied up.
Cole. His serve just continues to bamboozle who's ever on the other side of the net. First mistake from Cole here in the Golden Game. And Texas has a chance to take the lead here on the serve of Hiramitsu Kasahara. That'll do it. Not over yet by any means, but the Smash take their first lead here in the Golden Game.
Great job by Kasahara to step around his backhand to get his forehand going. Would not surprise me to see this going back and forth 1 point at a time.
Macbeth dominated Shaw earlier in the game. How will the pendulum swing here? Kiwei Shaw unleashes a huge roar.
Big point for Shaw. He needs to take both on his serve. Cannot afford.
Macbeth ties it up 15 all. McDonald and Naresh next. How about Macbeth?
Just so much firepower by Macbeth. Every one of his points against Shaw here in the Golden Game has just been pure power going for the point.
Kiwei Shaw splits the 2 serves and splits the 4 points. 16 all as Jonathan McDonald and Nandan Naresh step back to the table. High drama here in Santa Cruz. Naresh puts Texas back in front. Missed it. 17 all.
Naresh going for a deep return. Just didn't read the spin perfectly. Sailed it long.
Nandan Naresh, maybe his best point of the day.
Very smart, well done out to the forehand side. That's the weaker of McDonald's attacking arsenal.
We're tied at 18 after Jonathan McDonald outlasts Nandan Naresh on that rally.
McDonald always big on the backhand, especially down the line. Excellent play.
18 all. Portland by 1, courtesy of Isak Vila.
Vila just fighting to keep that forehand into play. Sal has a little bit more power, but Vila's got the footwork.
19 apiece. 2 serves for Darryl Sal. The Texas Smash seeking their first ever victory in Major League Table Tennis. Match point coming up for the Smash.
Excellent play by Darryl. Set it up perfectly, nice short serve, got the forehand, he'll try to do it again.
If Vila can win this point, it'll be the roommates to decide the match. Timeout taken right as Sal was getting ready to serve. Christian Lilyrose uses his final timeout. My goodness, the drama here is immense.
Just Zal getting the first backhand loop in and then going to his trademark third ball attack. Nice serve, and here comes the powerful forehand. We'll have one more serve. Potentially win it for the Texas Smash.
It'll either be the 3rd straight Golden Game that's decided 21-19 here in Santa Cruz, or it'll be MLTT history, the first ever Golden Game, Golden Point. And it would be 2 UCLA students who are roommates with one another with crazy bragging rights at stake. Let's see, Sal has the serve and an opportunity to close it out here for Texas.
Let's see if that timeout iced him at all.
Darryl Sal catches the edge and takes it for the Texas Smash. Incredible.
We've seen edges all match long, but none could be bigger as Darryl Sal delivers the finishing blow.
Thanking the table tennis gods, Darryl Sal, the 16-year-old from Fremont, California, just around the corner from Kaiser Permanente Arena, wins it by that much.
Teammate Nandan Naresh couldn't be happier. Way to go, Darryl.
21-19, and the Smash get their first ever MLTT win, 12-9, overcoming the 3-0 deficit in the Golden Game. Incredible. Joined now by Texas Smash head coach Jorg Bitzigayo. Jorg, congratulations. What were the emotions like during that Golden Game? How'd your team pull it off?
Oh, I have to say, I think both teams did great. You know, this is so tense, this Golden Game. It's so close. You see, both teams deserve to win. Tonight, maybe we pulled out a little bit more lucky than the other guys. The last point was at the edge, so that's pure luck. I have to say it was on our end this tonight. But I also think the other team deserved to win. So I think we delivered a great show, and this is what it is about.
I think it speaks to yesterday. You played so many close games against the Blasters, and were on the wrong side of a 16-5 final score that doesn't tell the story. So is today justice? Does today balance out the score from yesterday in your mind?
No, I don't think so. I think yesterday the Blasters actually performed better than we did all night, and we had to accept the loss regardless, even if we had the chance to get close again. I think they just did better than we did. I think tonight we saw 2 games who actually leveled each other, so that's why I think both teams deserve to win. Again, we finally got very lucky with an edge point. This is how it is. Luck was on our end, and that's why we pulled out the win at the very end.
In New York, how big was Amy Wong's performance in the Golden Game, sweeping Rachel?
I mean, okay, she basically won all points, but I think even more fantastic was how she came back after losing 2 times the golden point in the first 2 games. You saw she was very emotional after the second game, which I think is also normal because the pressure is pretty high. You know, you want to perform for a team, not just for yourself. And I think she did an amazing job tonight, same as the whole team did, same as the opponents did. And I think the crowd was fantastic. They saw an amazing match from both ends. And I think this is what we all try to deliver here.
Did you have a different message for your team coming into today compared to yesterday after the loss?
Actually not. I mean, you know we have to perform very well to be competitive here. If we deliver like yesterday, where our performance was not at our best, then we have to accept that the other team is going to beat us. I think we all have to learn that, you know, the result due to the golden game being worth 6 points, the result can be very far off, but it doesn't tell the story of the match, you know. My wife called me this morning. She said, "Oh, I saw you guys got beaten 16-5. So basically, they kicked you out of the venue." I said, "Yeah, that's not the story of the match, but this is what it is on paper." And I think this all we have to learn that, you know, 2 points for the other guys tonight, and we're going to kick out with a 6-15, and it feels the same like yesterday. Now we have been lucky, and we gained more points. So I think we all have to experience this. This is all new to us. It's a learning lesson for all of us, and again, we just have to perform well, then we have a chance. If not, then we're going to lose. That's how it is.
You're 1-1 heading into tomorrow. We'll let you go. Congrats on the dub today, and we'll see you tomorrow, Jorg.
See you guys. Thank you.
Jorg Vitzigayo, the coach of the Texas Smash, guides his team to a golden game triumph. Sean, they come from behind to take the overall match 12-9. Both these teams are now 1-1 heading into Sunday. We still got the Bay Area Blasters and the Seattle Spinners coming up, but one final thought from you on what we just saw from Portland and Texas.
Just a lot of intensity, a lot of emotion, great play. We saw Cole play, but David Macbeth was very big in today's match.
Sure was. Macbeth was tremendous, and Amy Wong, after losing back-to-back on Universe Point in singles, comes back to win game 3 and then takes care of business against someone she knows very, very well in the golden game. Texas victorious over the Portland Paddlers. Again, your final score 12-9. So Texas and Portland both 1-1 heading into tomorrow. We've got the 1-0 Bay Area Blasters and the 0-1 Seattle Spinners coming up in just about 10 minutes. You're not going anywhere. But for now, we say so long. It'll be a brief so long. For Sean O'Neill and our entire crew, I'm Evan Lepler. Texas takes it. Their first ever win in Major League Table Tennis. Feel the joy, folks. Feel the joy.